Hi everybody, it's Miss Wareham and I'm here to help show you how to create a presentation in Google Slides. So if you are, you can just Google Slides, and this is our opening page here. We're going to start with a blank presentation, so we will click on this colored plus sign and open a new presentation. So while this is opening, today we're going to make a presentation. There's a lot that's been going on and people have a lot of feelings about all of it. And we're going to just do a simple presentation to show some of the things that are going well and some of the things that are not going well for you during this crazy time at home. So I'm going to call my presentation Rainbows and Rainclouds. And you saw there, I just clicked to add title. I just clicked right where it said click to add title. And so I'm going to type my words. I'm going to start with rain clouds and rainbows. And that little line tells me I should have made 2 words. So there we go. Rain clouds and rainbows. Now where it says click to add subtitle, I'm going to just click on those words and type my name. By, comma, Miss Wareham. Okay, we will make it pretty in just a moment, but I want to get the text down first. We're going to have 3 slides in this presentation. So our second slide we need to add. You can do that by going to this plus sign right here. You hover it over it and it says new slide. You can also go to the drop down arrow right next to it. And if you do that, then it gives you some choices. The one we're going to be using today is title and body. So we can click on that, but the faster way would be to just click the plus sign. Now you see on our second slide, we've got it right here. It's highlighted in orange on the left where it says click to add title. I'm going to write rain clouds. And these are the things that are making me feel a little bit sad. So things that are not so great are missing my friends, not getting to see my grandmother for her birthday, wishing I was at school, you can put as many things down as you want on this list. We're going to add our third slide. And our third slide is going to be our rainbows. So we're going to go back to that plus sign. We're just going to click a plus sign where it says click to add title. I'm going to click once and type rainbows. You notice I'm not changing anything right now. I'm just getting the content done. It's always a great idea to get your words down first and then move into the fun stuff. Otherwise, you get a little distracted and you don't always know what decisions you're going to need to make. So rainbows, as much as there's been bad stuff going on with the coronavirus, there's a lot of good stuff going on as well, like more time with my family. My neighbors smile and wave more. I had time to grow some seeds. Now there's a lot more rain clouds and a lot more rainbows, and I think that it's important to think about the good and the bad in every situation, because as hard as this time home is, and as hard as it is on so many families, there are little things that we can appreciate in every moment. So anyway, we're going to try to do that here. We're going back to our first slide. So we've got our 3 slides with the content, and we're going to go back to our first slide. You can just click on the slide next to the number 1 on the left-hand column. And one thing that I see that I did that I really do not like that I did is I left it as an untitled presentation. If you see up here, it says untitled presentation. If I leave it like this, it's just going to get lost in my Google Drive. So I should have done this already, but now we're going to make sure we hover over the word untitled presentation, click it once, and suddenly it becomes the title of your first slide. So that's an easy way to just solve that problem. Now we're going to go to the words Rainclouds and Rainbows by Miss Wareham. I want to start by changing that C to a capital C. And next, we're going to play around with the words. So if you click 3 quick times on the words, then it will highlight 1 row of text. So let's do 1, 2, 3. I've highlighted that row of text, and we're going to make some changes. If you go up to the front, you see at the top, you see the word Arial, like the mermaid. And that's for changing the font. There's a drop-down arrow next to it, pointing down. Click that arrow, and you can put any font you want. Today, we're going to go with Righteous. Next to it, there's a minus sign and a plus sign. We can make our words smaller. We could make our words bigger. Do what feels right to you. Next to it is a B. B stands for bold. You can make them bigger and thicker. There's the I for italic. That makes them go slanted. There's a U with an underline. That makes them underlined. The A with the line under it is for changing the color of your text. So we could change it to any color you want there. And then there's a little pen. That's the highlighter. That's if you want to put some color behind your words, if you wanted to change the color behind your words. So I could put maybe a light blue behind my words. Now, we've just changed all of the words in the first row. But before I go to the second row, I want to think about what I want my background to look like. Now, you notice when I clicked on the text, the menu bar above this had all of those options, and we went over a whole bunch of those options. But if we click on the slide not in the text, or in this little space between the slide and the ruler, then it changes the menu bar here at the top, and you can see a lot of the options. We're going to work with one background. But before I go any further, I want to show you my favorite feature of Google Slides. If I did something that I don't like, then I can go to the word undo. Click it once, and it will undo the last thing that I did. If I click it again, it will undo the thing before that. Undo, 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 undo. So you can see that I've just gotten rid of all of the things that I did. Oh, wait, I undid too much. I can go to the arrow going forward, redo, 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 redo. So that's a really helpful way to, if you do something and you don't like what you've done, just use those arrows instead of messing things around with things too much. It makes your life a lot easier. Now we're going to make the background look better. So you see the word background right above me, and click in the upper part of the slide if you need to change that menu bar at the top again. So we get to the word background, and we have a couple options. We could just change the color. If we want to change it to a color, I could make it all purple. If I wanted to, I could click Add to Theme, and that would do that for all of them. And then you see on the left-hand side, all of my slides have turned that dark purple, but I don't think I want to add it to my theme. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to undo. Now, those aren't all on the theme. But I think actually we're going to go one step further. So let's go back to background. And here where it said image, instead of just choosing a color, I think we should choose an image. So let's choose an image, and this will bring us to a place where we can search for pictures on either our Google Drive, if you have pictures on your Google Drive, or most likely what we're really going to be using are our Google image search here. So click on Google image search, and I'm going to search for rainbows and Rainclouds. Let's see what pictures we come up with. Oh, I love this picture. I could scroll down and look at a bunch of them. Double rainbows. Ooh, double rainbows. But I think I'm going to go with this one. And so I click on the picture, and then you see the blue bar. I have to click on the word insert down here. Click on insert, and then done. And you can see rain clouds and rainbows. Now I kind of want the words rain clouds and rainbows to be up a little bit higher. So I'm going to click on that text box, and I'm going to actually take that blue square. If you change the blue squares, that helps you move your text box. So if I lift this square, this bottom middle square up, then the bottom of that box will go up higher, and so the words will go up higher. If I want to bring them even higher, I could click on the middle box on the top and lift that up, and I could bring that up again, and then I've got it even higher. So those blue squares help you move things. I would generally use the ones on the top and the bottom and the left and the right for adjusting where your text box goes, or you could also just carry the text box when you do it like that. So got a couple different options there for how you want to move that text box. But now by Miss Wareham, you can't really see those words. So we need to work on getting some contrast. I've shown you how to make things look fancy already. 1, 2, 3 quick clicks on that. And let's start by changing the font, changing the size, making it bold, giving it italics, and the color is a big issue. I'm going to go with a nice dark color so it shows up. And I think I'm also going to put that highlight color behind it. So now you'll be able to see it really well. But I don't want it in the middle of my rainbow. I'm going to move this box down here into the dark space. And then it should show up a lot better. Rain clouds and rainbows. Okay, so we've got our opening slide done. Let's move on to slide 2. For slide 2, we have lots more rain clouds that I've been thinking about that I wanted to add. I can add people getting sick, people out of work. I could add so many things, but we're not focusing on content all day. What I wanted to do was first center these words, rain clouds. But if you notice when I did the background on that first one, it kind of changed the colors that I wanted to use on my words. So let's go first by inserting the background. You see I've got the text menu for fixing the text, and I would like the menu for fixing that. What we're doing today is changing the background, but you can also play around with inserting an image. And you can do that the same way, and then you would just have a square picture. Today we're not going to do that, and you could also do it, insert image here. But the reason I'm not going to do it is because my little screencast box kind of gets in the way. So for today, we're just going to work on focusing on the background. I do want to click here in this space, get my new layout, change the background, choose an image. We just want rain clouds. I want a rainstorm for this one. Rainstorm. And let's see what we can find for a rainstorm. You know, this kind of dreariness is kind of how I've been feeling about some things, and it feels like it fits. So I'm going to choose that image. I'm done. But you can see my words are really hard to see. So this is where we really need to work on our contrast. I'm going to do 3 quick clicks on rain clouds. 1, 2, 3. Highlight that. And I want to move it in the center. I know you guys like to move it in the center, and using the space bar, the tab bar, that works, but it's harder. I'm going to show you the easy trick. Over here at the top of this menu bar, you see the 3 dots. and you hover it over it and it says more. So we're going to click on those 3 dots and it gives us options. On the far left, you see some lines with an arrow pointing down, and if you hover over it, it says align. So I click on that and it gives me some choices. I can have everything to the left, everything to the right, or 2 options for centering it. One where everything goes, this is the one that I like, center. And I just click on it and suddenly it's all centered. So much easier. And we're going to click on this bottom text box. Now, if I just did my trick for 3 quick clicks, it only highlights the first line. And so I don't want to do that. I'm going to Command A, Control A, select it all, and then I'm going to center all of these also using that same box right here, align, click on the down menu, and second choice here, center. Okay. Now the color on these, Control A, select them all. The color on all of these really needs to change. It's hard to see. I'm going to do a nice black, and I'm going to make it a little bit bold. Okay, it's still kind of hard to see, so we're going to make that bold, and I think that I'm going to do a little highlight color of a light gray behind each of those. There's a little mouse that is crawling around on my table. And by mouse, I mean my child. Let me make this video, my darling. Pardon the interruption. This is what life is like for all of us now. Okay, gray backgrounds, Rainclouds, 1, 2, 3. And highlight color to gray. Okay. So now you can see that I've made it so I can see the words a little bit better, and those are my Rainclouds. Now let's move on to the third slide here, rainbows. Click on that 3 on the left-hand side, rainbows. More time with my family, my neighbors smile and wave more. I have time to grow some seeds, and I still get to see people through video. I mean, it is nice. Okay. I can sleep in later. I do like that. Okay, so I've added a few more things to my content. We're going to change the title first. 3 quick clicks on the word rainbow. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. What do we want to do? We want to center it. Go to more, those 3 dots. Bring this drop-down menu over to the far left side. You see the word align. There's that down arrow, and it's once again that second option, center. Okay, that looks nice. Let's make it bold. And I would like the color of this to be bright and beautiful. Let's do a nice red. Even a darker red so I can see it better. And I should do the background first because you have no idea what colors your background are going to create. So let's click off this text menu for changing my words and click on the menu so I can change my background. Okay, there's the word for background. Change the background, choose an image, rainbows. Let's see what the best rainbows we have. Ooh, there are some good rainbows here. I think we're going to go with this one. Add to theme. Oh, I love it. Okay, so rainbows at the top, and let's select this. I'm going to make this one orange. I'm going to make this one yellow. I'll make this one green. I like this color green. Make this one blue. Nice bright blue. And a nice purple. See what I did there? I like the rainbow. Okay. Oh, not just sleep. We want it all to be rainbow. Purple. Purple. Okay. And I'd like those to be centered. So let's select all of those things. And that's another way you can select everything is by dragging. Remember, if you push down on the button, on the mouse pad button with your thumb, and then you use your index finger. So you're pushing down here, and then you're using your index finger to drag while this thumb is still holding the button in. So push down with my thumb, drag up with my finger until I've highlighted all of those words. Push down with my thumb, drag up with my finger until I've highlighted all of those words. Okay. We want to center it. Do you guys remember how to do that? We go to the 3 dots, more. We find the one for aligning them on the far left hand. There it is with the downward arrow, and we center it. Okay, we center it, and all of a sudden, it is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to throw one more return in there just to drop it down a little bit longer. And when I look at the text on all of these, I think it would show up better if it was white. So I'm going to highlight all of those and go to the changing of the words. You remember how to do that? Go to the A with the line underneath it changes the text color. And then we pick all these colors. I'd like some white to show up nice on the rainbow colored background. Oh, it doesn't show up very well on the yellow, does it? So you know what we're going to do? Just select yellow and change the text color to something with a little bit more contrast, maybe a gray. Nope. Looks like we're going darker. There you go. So sometimes you need dark. If you have a light background, you need dark text. And if you have a dark background, you need light text. You need to always think about making sure that people's eyes can see the contrast between the two colors. But that is the basic thing of going through Google Slides, creating a presentation. Google Slides will save your presentation for you. And you can even add some audio. If we go to Insert, then we'll be able to insert some audio. That is going to be a follow-up lesson that I'll be putting out on Screencastify. So join us again. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys are safe and well and happy. Take care. Bye-bye. Or I'll still be here for another 30 seconds until I get this. Now, bye-bye.